Guys, bringing that truth. You know how I do. If you guys are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are not, you already know what to do. You know to dispute. Hashtag justice for Alicia Smelly. Hashtag truth gang gang. Hashtag bird watching bitch. Hashtag a bitch love. Hashtag a bitch love books. Okay. So I'm coming to you guys. What we're here for. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys are pushing through whatever it is that you got to push through to make it through. Okay. I do sense like a little lag on my phone because it was off for a couple of days, so a bunch of notifications was coming through. We're gonna tap in. It has to say, we're gonna cleanse these cards right quick. Y'all know I got my cinnamon and my sage. That's what we gonna do. Hey, LH. Shout out to the Mod Squad of Truth. Hashtag Mod Squad of Truth. Justice for Alicia Smiley 2025. I'm so happy to see you guys here. I hope you guys join me over there on TikTok because I do need y'all over there. It seems like videos move a lot faster over there. I don't think the TikTok crowd is really ready for my energy. I don't think the TikTok crowd is ready for Mama Omega over there because I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't finna be having no trolling and shit, you know, and that over there on the TikTok is basically just focused on Alicia Smiley. And I do my readings over here because I don't need to be known on TikTok for no psychic abilities, none of that. I'm just trying to get justice. I ain't there to be liked. I'm there to get justice, okay? What's up, TY? What's up? What's up? What's up? Justice for Alicia Smiley 2025. Hashtag Swedish Taboo. Hashtag Cherish. Hashtag Illuminous. Hashtag Individual Walks. Hashtag My Squad of Truth. Hashtag Inner Standing Truth. Hashtag Flourish. Hashtag Quick Turnaround 33. We gonna look that up and see what that's talking about, that number 33. But just off the top of my head, I know that it means like somebody has mastered something, okay? Somebody has literally mastered something, okay? What's up, Miss Pam? Justice for Alicia Smiley 2025, okay. You said, sister, we can't find you on it. I think it might be Asha Israel 717, or it might say Mama Omega. Look for Asha Israel _717 or Mama Omega. Or you can just type in hashtag Alicia Smiley, and there should be a few videos that maybe pop up because I did see that there were people on social media literally looking for me. Still, there are people on TikTok that are looking for me. You know, and somebody had inboxed me and was like, this person is definitely looking for you because they keep posting stuff about you, you know? So, but I need my truth gang over there because those people on TikTok, to be honest with y'all, we got 17 people. Can we up these likes? They don't know the story. Y'all know the story because y'all been watching on Facebook and on YouTube because most of the people that's on YouTube is on Facebook. You get what I'm saying? That truth gang tribe, right? We got the Facebook fam and then we got the YouTube original home-based squad, right? Those people on TikTok don't know the story. They don't know all that I've been through. They don't know because I can't, like, I'm not really tech savvy, so I don't be, like, transmuting the videos over into TikToks. But what I can do is I can screenshot my TikTok and post it on the what you call it. And I ain't worried about no trolls. I can post it on the community board. I ain't worried about no trolls because I'm blocking people. Instantly, if they come with that victim blaming shit, that bullying shit, trying to make me responsible for what happened to me, if they do any of that shit, I'm not even finna entertain it. We ain't even finna entertain that shit. Okay? We not. What we're going to do is we're just going to block them. If they're not supportive, we're just going to block them because all I'm asking for is to get my story out. I'm not asking for no money. I'm not asking for nothing. You get what I'm saying? No donations for that. Now, if y'all want to donate for my psychic abilities or whatever, y'all can donate for that. But I ain't asked for nothing for Alicia Smiley, and we're not going to. Okay, I'm just asking for them to share the video, get the story out, because the more people that are aware, the less they're going to be able to cover up or deny the evidence that I'm presenting, you know? You said, okay, just found it. It's Asha Israel. Okay. So let me light this sage again because we got to cleanse that other deck over there. When you cleanse your decks, you just basically want to make sure the smoke touch every card. You can fan them out or whatever. Make sure everything is cleansed. For our energies. Yeah, join me over there, y'all. Because there were some people over there who was trying to give me some shit, but I instantly blocked them. And I'm, you know, I'm working on that over there, you know? So please, I need people who know what's going on. People that have been watching it unfold. Like, some of them people don't understand that this was a process. Like, y'all literally on YouTube watch me realize that them people wasn't my family before any missing child flyer. Years before any missing child flyer came into the picture, y'all witnessed me realize that these people were not my family. I didn't have a clue of who I was at that point in time, but you know. But anyways, the sage is burning. Let's cleanse the energy. We're not talking about Alicia Smiley unless it's necessary. Okay, you say, hey, Truth Gang, miss y'all too. We always miss y'all, okay? All right, so let's get the sage swirling around in the atmosphere. We want to give Ashe to the divine infinite all. We give Ashe to our Oris that are in the upright, okay? Everybody's Ori that's in the upright, which is just your higher self. We also like to give Ashe to our most beautiful and precious Linnea, well, Santissima Muerte, Linnea Azul, Linnea Dorada, Linnea Verde. We're going to give Ashe to the Barons de Gades, Mama Marie Laveau, Papa Legba, Isua Legba, Legbara, Holy Child of Atocha. We also want to give Ashe to Shatayel, the angel of silence. Okay. Well, I got to tell y'all something about Shatayel. It was really interesting what he told me. Okay. Well, it's a feminine angel or whatever, but very, very interesting. So we also want to give Ashe to all of our ancestors, angels and guides, ascended masters, elder spirits, galactic federation, everyone known and unknown. I mean as well. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. We ask that they deliver a message for the tribe, for the group, for the unit, for the whole that's most relevant at this point in time. And our messages that we receive with love, honor, and respect. And as always, spirit, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Okay, Shatayel, the angel of silence. I have to ask that angel for permission to go live, you guys. Okay. So I was using my pendulum because I like to talk to my spirits. That's how we communicate, right? So I was just using my pendulum and I was talking to them just about life, like stuff that's going on in my life, my personal, my personal shit, getting information. And I was using my pendulum and I asked him to touch me. It's a feminine energy. I don't know why I say him, but her. I asked her to touch me because I like when they touch the tip of my finger, because I know that they're like there. I can feel them. I like touch. So sometimes I'll ask the spirit to either touch the palm of my hand or the angel or whatever I'm talking to touch the palm of my hand or just touch the tip of my finger so I know that they're there. And they usually do like this, but this part is not there. It do it on its own like that, but they'll touch it. I'll feel it, right? So I was like, touch me, right? So I know that I'm talking to you. Like I know it's you, right? And they basically Shatayel was like, I don't touch humans because humans are disgusting. And I'm like, what? I'm like, are you for real? And he was like, yeah, humans are disgusting. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, do you think I'm disgusting? He was like, no, not you. I don't think you're disgusting because I touched you or whatever. But I'm just saying that's not my thing. I don't ever touch humans. Like the spirit, basically, Shatayel had never been asked to be touched. I mean, to touch a human, right? But I like to communicate, like I like to feel the clairsentience. I like to feel, right, when the spirits are dealing with me. So I was like, touch me, And he basically was like, all of humans are disgusting. Like that's why he don't touch them. And then it's an angel of the winter, right? So Shatayel usually is around when there is snow. It's a winter spirit, right? Winter angel, right? So when it's cold or when it's snow or whatnot. So basically he told me he liked to stay clean. She liked to stay clean, like white as snow. Okay, so that's why they don't like to touch humans or whatever. But she touched me, so whatever. But anyways, you say your locks are so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Natalie. Girl, where you been? I guess it's where I been. I guess it's where I been. But anyways, I don't want to start with this. I want to start with the other one, but I see the underlining energy is healthy and healing. Okay. Use your intuition. That's just on the bottom too. So I guess this is hidden energy. Solid foundation. That's what you have, a solid foundation. Thank you so much. Shout out to the Mod Squad of Truth for getting those trolls up out of here. That's what I need over there at TikTok. And I want my same moderators, y'all. So if y'all moderator over here, I would like my same moderators because y'all know the deal. And I don't like no new friends. Maybe it's no new friends for somebody because we are in the middle of a reading. 5-5. Let me put this in the laptop right quick. Because we got 33 in and we got 55. And then 55. All right. We're going to get to those later. Okay, those are spirit numbers. You said, I'll mod 2 for you if you want. I do. I absolutely do. I want my same moderators because y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. And I don't like to have to, like, meet new people, explain the shit over again. Like, I don't like to be repetitive because it's traumatizing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I need y'all. Got me a little salsa water. All right, so let's go. Somebody's healthy, they're healing. Spirit is advising you to use your intuition at this point in time. You have a solid foundation. Ooh, this is in reverse. Spiritual blocks are in reverse for you. So you have like an open pathway, spiritually, physically, emotionally, and financially right now. Okay, there are no blocks for you. You're healthy, you're healing. Okay, that was a lot. We're going to put it back in. All right. Negative energy has been returned. Okay. So return to sender type energy. And this is why you're healthy, you're happy, you're healing. There's no spiritual, physical, or emotional blocks. Somebody definitely was trying to vamp you, or you're getting out of the energy of being vamped. Okay. All right. What else we got? Red evil eye. You got courage. You have enthusiasm. Okay. You have a lot of, like, a boost of energy. You have protection. You're not afraid. Again, like that came out last time when we did a reading, that you're not afraid. There's some type of trafficking going on here, breeding children, or somebody could just be having children around for money purposes. Okay. Somebody could be high as fuck. What else we got? Look, I said trafficking. Boom. Importing children and putting them in the back of that white van, that white truck. Okay. What else do we have? Look, murder ritual. So somebody's out here literally harming children, vamping their energy, and setting them up to be sacrificed. This does not have to happen. Like, sacrifices don't only happen to people that are in Hollywood, okay? People think that, like, if you're in Hollywood, then that's the only way you're going to get sacrificed or whatever. No, if you're just a regular person, you can be sacrificed. If you have spiritual gifts or you coming up, they'll try to stop you before you reach star level. You get what I'm saying? And siphon your energy, because people want what you have naturally. You are in star energy. Somebody's already in star energy. You're already in, like, Hollywood energy. Even though you ain't in Hollywood, you're some type of celebrity or star. Okay. And this is what they try to do. What else do we have? All right. Physical, spiritual contracts. Now this is upright. Now I feel like you're in alignment with your actual soul's contract. Okay, you're protected. We got the great evil eye coming out again. Now these repetitive cards that are coming out, like from our last reading, that's impossible because I definitely shuffled this. I pre-shuffled. Okay, side piece. I can't make it up, and it's all these cards that are right here for them to choose from, right? So somebody definitely wanted you in a third-party situation. That's how they were going to siphon your energy. This is a whole pile. We finna put them back. Maybe I'll just go through like I usually do and just let them pop out. Yeah, we just gonna let them pop out. Let's see what pop out. All right, I think that might be enough. All right, yeah, strong, attractive, you know, confident right now. Somebody's doing very well, okay? And somebody did not think that you were going to be doing this good. Music Meditations is out here, so we have 963 hertz. Music, Seraphim energy, okay? And we were talking about Archangel Shathael, the angel of silence, okay? Galactic Federation, excuse me, I don't know why I'm getting, you know, messed up over here, okay? So the Galactic Federation is here. All right. Accountability. So they're forcing someone to take accountability for their actions against you, trying to, like, sacrifice you. Okay. Connections, and everybody else involved is getting, like, some type of karma. Okay. The Elder Council is out here. Somebody is, like, for real, divinely protected. And that's another thing that Shathael was telling me, because he's the angel of silence. He only speaks to 1% of humanity. He was telling me how special I am, right? And I ain't trying to brag or boast. This ain't got shit to do with no pride or ego. This is literally what the angel told me when I was talking right before I went live, right? The angel told me that they only speak to 1%. And then he said something about 3%. Like it's a special kind of human, like that passed every single test. Like it's only 3% of humans that pass every single test spiritually that are thrown at them. And it's only 1% that this angel will talk to. Okay. So, but you have like serious connection. You have galactic connections. You have spiritual connections in the spirit realm. I don't know who these people think they are. Who do you Who do you think you are? Okay, crazy. Nars Barkley. Okay. Ha ha ha, bless your soul. What they say? You really think you're in control? Okay, listen. Somebody thought they was in control of your life. They thought that they can control when you lived, whether you lived or died. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Okay, I'm not laughing at that. That's like nervous laughter. If you guys are new here, then you know that you don't know that I have nervous laughter, but you guys are not new here, then you know that I be laughing at shit that's not really funny, but it's kind of like nervous laughter. Okay. All right. Earth energy is here. What else do we have? Don't answer the phone. So these people can be trying to call you, okay? This came out again too. Turn on you for someone who will turn on them. Okay, so whoever these people chose over you, it ain't work. It ain't work. Ritual ceremony is in reverse. Okay, so like whatever they tried to do, it ain't work. You're highly protected. Somebody's in truth gang. This is a direct message for somebody in truth gang gang. Okay. Head wraps on, hashtag head wraps on. Somebody's protected. Their crown chakra is protected. Okay. They're in truth gang, whoever this person is. That could have been child imported. Okay. Like child taken across state lines here. Okay. Spirit is here. So you got connections with the spirit. I said that. You got connections with the Galactic Federation. You have connections with the divine. Even all the elder council is here. Okay. They don't know who they was fucking with. That's what I just heard. They don't know who they was fucking with. I just heard, you want to be starting something. You got to be starting something. I said, you want to be starting something. You got to be starting something. Too high to get over. Yeah, yeah. Too low to get under. Yeah, yeah. You're stuck in the middle. Oh, they stuck. They stuck. Irresponsible energy workings. They wanted to be starting something. I'm sorry, y'all. That's funny to me. The way the spirit just did that. Okay, that was just kind of funny to me. Okay, something's over. Period, okay? They thought shit was sweet. Okay? It's not. It's not sweet. Okay? Soul ties in reverse. There's no soul tie with you. Fell from hell. These people was on demon time. Okay, they're spying on you. They're watching you. They could be watching your social media. This is why I do what I do, baby. Okay? Aquarius. Star. Somebody's in star energy. Like I said, somebody's literally in star energy. Fake beef. They wanted to try to get you into some type of fake beef. Okay? Hair wraps on. Period. Okay? You're avoiding all of that. We got the brown evil eye out here. Protection from the elements. So any type of spiritual magic they try to do. We had the earth energy out here. Dirt magic, graveyard dirt, whatever. That shit didn't work. It backfired. Okay. Okay. So people is talking. Okay. Messages, hearing, gossip, whispers, lies, rumors, truth is being exposed. Telephone, text messages, social media. There's some type of communication about what has happened, what they did to you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Okay. The gold eagle eye is out here as well. So this is like the 10 of Pentacles. You about to be rich. Okay. Libra energy, justice. Somebody about to get justice. Okay, Leo energy. This could be your courage. That's that red evil eye energy. This is your courage. Okay, what else do we have? Occult energy. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. Let me light my shit. Somebody is a master occultist. 33. Remember, we had 33. We're going to get to that number, but remember, we had that, right? Somebody's a master occultist, and they can't figure out how. They can't figure out how you're a master occultist. They don't know. You weren't taught. You weren't really fully brought into occult situations or whatever like that, but it's because of the spirit. I said this on my last video. Somebody want to know how you do what you do. They want to know how you do it, and it's real simple. You listen to the divine spirit when they're speaking to you. You listen to your higher self. Okay? You stand firm on what it is that you know. Not believe, but what you know to be true. That's what you do. Okay, and then you also remain pure at heart. You do things that honor and sustain life. You don't hurt or harm anything unless your life is in danger, self-defense, because the divine definitely does give you power to fuck shit up if you need to fuck shit up. Okay, but it's real easy. Just listen to your divine spirits. Don't stray the path and treat others with kindness. You'll make it through this realm. Reality, like don't stray your path. Okay, what y'all got? Can I do 16 penny ritual? Never work with Papa. Damn near homeless. Nobody harmed me. I don't know. Okay, that's something you need to actually get with Legba and see if he fuck with you. I'm a quick way to figure out if Legba fuck with you. This quick way. Make him an offering. And if he doesn't show up in your reality some way, shape, form, or fashion, he's not willing to work with you. But if you start to see him, and this can be in any facet in your reality, and you need to look with your 3 eyes, do the ritual. You said, can you do it? Do it, and see what happens, right? So if you don't get a response, you don't see Legba in any form, shape, facet, dream, reality, you ain't got no answer, right? He's not fucking with you, right? But if he answers you, and like I said, this can be in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you need to know who you're dealing with. So you need to be able to recognize him. Like, you need to know Legba if you're going to do a ritual with him. You need to know him like you would know somebody by their walk. If you seen somebody coming down a block and you know that's your cousin or that's your spouse or whatever, you know their walk. Even before they're clearly in your vision, you could tell by the way they're walking that that's your spouse or that's your family member or that's your friend or whoever that is that's coming to see you, right? So you need to know about Papa Legba. Papa Legba can come to you in human form, meaning you can see an old man limping across the intersection, which is the crossroads, across the intersection, okay, wearing a hat with a cane. He might not even have a hat on. He can have a cane, but he can have red and black on. You got to pay attention. You got to open your eyes and you have to pay attention. You get what I'm saying? So that you don't miss when Papa Legba is answering you. And then you'll know whether or not he fucks with you. So literally, you can see red and black cars everywhere. You just got to read the matrix after you do the ritual and you'll know whether or not he fucks with you. If you're like, nothing happened, he ain't fucking with you. And do not do it again. Don't do it again. Just back away slowly. That's what you should do. Just back away slowly. Okay? He said, I am rich. I know that's right. Okay, astral projection is out here. I'm not getting this in a bad way. I'm getting that you have the capability to do so. That's what I'm getting. All right, the end of the road. I said something was over. It's the end of the age, the end of the road. We belong together. And you know I'm right. Okay. Why do you play with my heart? Why do you play with my mind? Maybe I'll forgive you. No, we ain't doing none of that. It says spirits don't play. Their yes means yes and their no means no. Exactly. So if they don't show up, that's a no. And back away slowly. Don't do nothing else. Don't do nothing else. Okay? All right. I don't give a fuck is out here. Remember we had this energy last time? Let me split this deck. Green, evil eye, gamblers, but it's in reverse. So again, this is about somebody taking a bet on you and losing. Okay, I think that's it. Wait. We got one that didn't flip. The will is real. Willis is here. Okay, and it's the will of God. But I'm going to tell you what the will of God is. The will of God is really your will. That's the will of God. Even though it's Willis, it's really the real will of God. And your human experience is your will. Because you can do whatever you want to do. Free will. God gave it to you, right? And another quote would be, do what thou wilt by Aleister Crowley, right? It's the same thing that the Bible say. People be scared of that shit. Like, that's the devil. That's literally what the hell the Bible said. Okay? It's literally, that's it. Okay? Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Gotta pay the bills. All right. I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, justice for Alicia Smelly. It's the first, y'all. I do gotta pay the rent. And I enjoy paying the rent. I straight to the spirits. I'm just gonna be honest. I do. Because it's like, it's somebody that can't pay their shit. Okay? And this just lets me know the spirits is gonna provide my every need. I'm getting that Bible scripture. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow, they do not reap, nor do they store away in barns. And yet the divine, if not all, still provides for them. Are you not more important than them? You know? What do I do with my life? They said I do too. Hashtag truth gang. Truth gang. Okay. Somebody can own some property or finna own some property because that's my landlord. He's like, just text me when you're done doing what you're doing. All right, so let's get into some archetypes. Let's see who doing what with this energy, okay? Let's see who doing what. That shit didn't went out. 2535. Shout out to the Mod Squad of Truth. TY, thank you for blocking that person, hiding that person, whatever you did. I appreciate I didn't even see what they said, but it is what it is. Oh, user energy. But that was the energy of them trying to vamp you, basically. Important kids to, like, take their energy, to, like, make money off of them. Okay. All right, you're about to expand from this. You're coming out of this. All right, this person is in legal trouble. Whoever tried to use you or siphon you for your energy, they're in legal trouble. That came out last time, too. Okay, avoid blind acceptance of others, which means you need to be... When this card comes out, it means you need to be leery of the people that are close to you, not the strangers. Okay, avoid blind acceptance of others, meaning this is my mama, this is my sister, this is my daddy, this is my cousin. They wouldn't do that to me. They wouldn't do that to me. Yes, the fuck they would. And this is what the Spirit is talking about when they're talking about avoid blind acceptance of others. Okay. We got 33 out here again, so we still got that Spirit number 33. Okay, and then we have 234. So something is divine order. 234, because we got the 2 3s. Okay, so when you get 2 3 4, that's divine order. It's going in order. Okay, what else? Ooh, look at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Pentacles. Something was all in the plan. Okay, something was all divine, even if it was like bad energy that happened to you. Ooh, somebody got an STD. This shit keeps coming out. You better watch it. You better watch it. Personal lows, and somebody's sad because their cooter or their peen is falling out. All right, let's start clarifying. What's this user energy? Okay, again, you're coming up from this user energy. Like, the worst has already been done to you. You've been stabbed in the back. Okay, 10 swords. Expansion, independent accomplishment. Like I said, you're coming out of this. You did something by yourself. You was like, fuck y'all. That's pretty much how I was with everybody in my life who didn't treat me right or didn't see my value. I didn't care who it was. And that's when you get to that point, that's when you start to really step into your spiritual journey. When you're like, I don't care, mama, daddy, sister, cousin, brother, lover, whoever. If you come in between my spiritual journey or you abuse me or misuse me, I'm out. Okay? Period. And you need to do it immediately, because if you don't, you're going to put yourself in danger, because these people don't care about you and they will hurt you. Okay? Okay, legal trouble, not taking any action. Somebody can't do nothing about whatever they did to you. They don't have a way out. They don't have a way out. Okay? Let's clarify avoiding blind acceptance of others. Okay, that fell down to the ground. It's up underneath there. Okay, look, spiritual growth. Spiritual growth. But look on the reverse of that card, ill will from people around you. And I just said, it's not the strangers that you need to be worried about. Like, oh my God, that's a stranger. No, you need to be worried about mama, daddy, sister, cousin, brother, uncle, niece, nephew. Okay, friend. That's who you need to be worried about. You don't need to be worried about the strangers that are on the streets. You need to be worried about the people that are close to you. Okay? But Spirit said you're choosing to avoid blind acceptance of others for your spiritual growth, because that's what it's being clarified with. Okay? STD is out here. Okay? Okay, so it's this person. Here you go. King of Wands. Upright. Right? This is how he presents himself, but this is who he really is. And this came out on the last reading too. So this is a real archetype energy. This is somebody really walking around here with this STD, but it's presenting themselves as if they're this wise, powerful leader. Okay? And they're not. And they out here literally hurting people. Okay? And what else do we have? Personal lows. What about this person being sad? Tell me. Okay? Lack of gratitude. Self-value, self-worth. Now they feel like they ain't worth shit because they didn't call it STD. You wasn't worth shit before you got the STD. I'm just telling you what Spirit's saying. Okay? You wasn't worth shit before you got that STD. That's why you ended up with the STD. So it was some work that needed to be done long before the STD. Okay? Period. Look, this is him. This is the hidden energy. Let's just go ahead and look at it. Okay, broke. Okay, he's a thief. He didn't take the advice. Unprotected sex and everything. This is the same person, this King of Wands. He's a broken king. That's what came out last time. Did some black magic for love. They did love magic. And you left the shit behind. Okay, let's look at the sun. 10 of Pentacles. It went from the bottom of the deck to the top of the deck. That's where you're going. Up from here. It's only up from here. It went from the... Y'all see me look. Like, look at the hidden energy. Is you finna get this money. You finna have this legacy. You finna have this 10 of Pentacles. Okay? And it made its way to the top of the deck. That's how you move it. You went from the bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we here. Started from the bottom. Now the whole fucking team here. Whatever Drake said. Okay? What else we got? Okay, fast. You're going to this 10 of Pentacles. Fast. Look at this. Spirit going to take you from there to here. That's what the people say, the Christians say. The Spirit be taking you from here to there, from glory to glory. That's what this looks like. That's what this looks like. Okay, so somebody needs to show gratitude because this other person who didn't show gratitude, Spirit is whooping their ass. So somebody needs to give Ashe, and they need to thank the divine for everything. I don't care how small it is. I just told you I'm grateful that I can pay rent because somebody can't pay it. Okay? It's just that simple. I'm grateful, and I've never been late on rent because I don't play about that shit. But I'm just saying, like, I'm grateful that the divine is providing for me. And you need to find the small things, even if you don't have a mate, like you don't got love, even if you ain't got all the money, at least you have enough money to sustain yourself. Somebody needs to take an evaluation of their life. Okay? I just heard, when I look back over my life. Okay, you need to look back and see what the divine has done for you. Okay, that's what the Spirit said. Now, I be angry sometimes because of what, you know, people did to me or whatever, but I really do have gratitude for the divine because I know that I know. I'm gonna just say that. Okay, willpower. Somebody's strong. This is why you're moving fast to the 10 of Pentacles. This is your sun energy. This is what's coming to the light. This is the next chapter. Okay, the next phase, the next page. Okay, yeah, equal give and take. This is all good for you. You finna get this money. You finna get this love. You finna get this, all this. Okay, because you made a choice to choose your divine path. Okay. Oh, it's a couple. I said the King of Pentacles in reverse, the broke dude. That's him with the STD. It's a couple out here. Let's check the middle energy. Okay. 3 of Cups in reverse. Imbalanced social life. This person literally tried to get you caught in a third party situation, get you caught up with this STD, and then boom, boom, boom. But I gotta take a pee because I've been drinking this. So I'll be right back. If you stay, you stay. If you don't, you don't. But I appreciate it. It don't even take me like 3-4 minutes. Just gotta like tinkle, tinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Talk in the comment section. If it's aligning with you, put your hashtags in there. I'll be right back. Where is my toilet paper? It's in there. Girl. I'm back, y'all. My cats done follow me to the bathroom. They all in the hallway trying to trip me up and shit. I'm drying my hands, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see me. Oh, y'all can't. Girl, leave me alone. Y'all hear my cat? But anyways, we finna go to this oracle. Let's get to the oracle. Thank y'all for staying. I appreciate it. My hand's still a little wet. All right, so let's do it. Let me refresh my... All right, there we go. See, I knew something was up because I couldn't see nothing. Okay, see, Kayla been in here. What's up? What's up? Shout out to the Mind Squad of Truth. Okay, I seen that. No, I didn't see that. Okay, I seen that. I ain't see when you said miracles. Miracles. Justice for Alicia Smiley. Bird Gang, Truth Gang. I love that. You said, hey, sis. Hey. What's up? What's up? What's up? You said, I receive with gratitude. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Hey, from the bottom to the top, hashtag Truth Gang, hashtag Gang, hashtag Tribe Vibes, hashtag Justice for Alicia Smiley 2025, hashtag We Are Family, hashtag One God, Many Faces. My cats is all up underneath me, y'all. For real. Promotion. Like I said, you finna go from the bottom to the top. Promotion. Okay, y'all know that Oracle don't be playing no games, right? Y'all know the Oracle do not play no games. Low pain tolerances out here. What else do we got? No love. Somebody ain't give you no love. I'm gonna get one more. I think we need to go. We finna go all the way over here to the front. All right. Wants you to feel lost. Somebody wants you to feel lost. Hold on, y'all. My baby was texting me. I'm sorry, y'all. You said mama's in the hospital, been stressed the hell out. Thanks for going live. Don't worry, okay? You send healing energy to your mom, okay? Because you're the healer. You're the one with the power. You get what I'm saying? So send the healing energy your mother's way, okay? Ask your ancestors, your angels, and guides to surround, and we will join you in that because when two or more are gathered, but I'm just saying, you know, you're the one that's got the healing power. You're the one that's got all of that, okay? All right, so we're finna get into this oracle. My cat is up my leg right now, like literally underneath this table. Do y'all hear her? Girl, let my leg go. I had to get my spray bottle. He said sending healing vibes to you. Yeah, we sending healing vibes. I'll share with you guys the healing ritual that I did on my ex-husband, even though he's a fucking warlock. But he lived like damn near another motherfucking 10, 15 years. Okay? And this was given directly to me from Spirit. All my information come directly from Spirit. I ain't looked nothing up in no book or nothing. But they told me to get some rosemary. I have to remember this off the top of my head. Okay, they told me to get some rosemary, some raw honey, like expensive honey. Don't get the little bear of honey. Get the real shit. Cayenne pepper. I think that was it. Rosemary, cayenne pepper, and honey. I think that was it. Okay, if I think of another ingredient, I definitely will like post it on the community board or something. But I really think that was it. And then you put it out for the birds. So it's like it's a lot of rosemary, but it's like to cut. I mean, it's a lot of rosemary, but it's enough to just cover it like you were making like a sauce. So it shouldn't be like too much honey. It should be like rosemary, the cayenne pepper, and stuff in there. And the birds will eat it. If the bird eats it, then you know your offering is accepted. And if the bird doesn't, then, you know. Anyways, protesters. Somebody probably gonna protest on your behalf. Okay. Yeah, I think that was it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Let me just use my pendulum. All right, Divine Spirit. Are those all the ingredients to the healing ritual? Because that one for sure worked. Because I wish it didn't. Okay, but it for sure worked. Those are all the ingredients. Okay, that's all the ingredients, y'all. Was there any turmeric in it, Divine Spirit? Was there turmeric? No. Okay. And see, they just touched my finger. Y'all can't see it, but I can feel it, and I don't know. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but they just touched my finger. And that's what I was asking Shatael to do. I was like asking him to touch my finger. Okay, so cayenne pepper, divine spirit. I want individual for each ingredient. Cayenne pepper. Okay, that's a yes. Honey. Okay, we got another yes. All right, and rosemary. Is that it? Yes. All right, yeah, so try it. Put it out for the birds. Okay. So 11 likes and 11 in the chat. 11. I've been getting that all day too. So let me type that in there too so we can get these numbers before we leave. Because I've been getting 111 just in case it don't come out the oracle. And then I've been getting, I got 1101. And then we'll do 1101. Girl, hush. Underneath this table, acting crazy. Y'all hear my cat? She be driving me up a wall, y'all. She's so cute, but she really be driving me up a wall. Okay. So those are in there. We'll get to those numbers, okay? We'll probably close with those or whatever. We got spirit number 121. Okay. Somebody understands the situation that you're going through. Okay. Somebody could be of a Native American descent. We got Black Hawk, which is the only Native American orisha. Okay. Having a huge breakdown. Somebody's having a real big breakdown. We got the blue god, Shiva. Somebody could be connected to the Hindu pantheon. Okay. Somebody tried to play head games, but that's in reverse. Okay. You're too powerful. Your imagination is out of this world. And somebody was hard-headed because they told they ass to leave you alone because your imagination is out of this world. So I'm also getting this, like, you can write something or draw something, and it happened. It come to life. Like, I drew my hair this long. Remember I showed y'all that picture? I drew my hair this long, and I drew my hair this long when my hair was this long, and now my hair is this long. Okay? So, like, somebody could literally, like, pull shit through writing or drawing. Okay? Somebody has immunity. Okay? It's passive immunity. Short-acting immunity is acquired by transfer of antibodies and injections. Okay? So this could be that person that's sick because it's the third form of immunity. Okay? Because they have to use some type of transfer of antibodies, injections, or whatever for them to be safe, and you don't. Okay? Leaving a child alone to go party. I don't know what that's about, but you better be careful with that shit. The CPS ain't playing with your ass. All right? Hate that purifies. So somebody's righteously angered with a group of people or this particular person that tried to vamp them, and they've been doing it since they was a child. And you could have been a victim of trafficking as a child. And I'm not putting my situation in any of this because y'all seen how the overall energy oracle went. Okay? You could have righteous anger, hate that purifies, hate that's fiery, and will burn up the bullshit, okay? Yeah, and you face shit head on, in person. You don't play. Okay, people are scared to see you coming. Okay, they're scared. They tremble when your name is mentioned because they know that you don't play. They know that your ancestors do not play. Okay, air energy. They know that spirit around you do not play. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but air also represents the movement of spirit. Okay, because it's invisible, but it's there. You get what I'm saying? The prime suspect is out here. So somebody is like, ow, my cat is like using her nails on my leg underneath this table. I'm about to spray her ass if she don't stop. Girl, you better relax. She's so spoiled. She need all my attention. She literally got my leg like this with her paws. She has her leg. My leg is in between that. Okay, somebody named Larry. Stay away from this motherfucker. His name Larry. You know Larry got a bunch of baby mamas. He drank 40 ounces. Okay, Larry, okay. 5 days is out here, period, okay? It's going to be some type of exposure in 5 days. It could have something to do with Larry or just the overall situation. But stay away from Larry. It's certain names, you know, to stay away, like Tyrone. It's certain names you know to, like, stay away from, okay? Somebody was definitely working on something for a long time, maybe trying to get your energy or sacrifice you for more than 2 years, okay? Period. They're hard-headed. They kept doing something repeatedly, okay? You said, I'm trying to tell you something. What you trying to tell me? Tell me what you're trying to tell me. You said, I have to start journaling again. Yeah, because somebody writes, and it's very powerful when it happens. Remember that one time I had told y'all when I had this crush on my supervisor when I was working at Payflex, which is the insurance company for like a lot of major jobs and shit. When I was working at that insurance company, right? I had this boss, and he was so fine, y'all. And I don't usually like buff dudes. Ow! Girl. I'm about to spray your ass. Get your ass on. She moves so fast. Okay, but anyways, I don't usually like buff dudes, but I was just like fucking around. I was just writing in my little book or whatever, waiting on the call to come in. I was like, he gonna check on me. When I leave for my break, he gonna come back and he gonna check on me. I told this story before, right? And then I came back from my break, I journaled and everything, and this is just all of my imagination. Somebody's imagination is powerful as fuck. I'm trying to tell you. So I go on my lunch break and shit, and then I come back and he's just standing at my desk. And I'm like, what the fuck? He was like, I just wanted to say hi and check on you and make sure you had a good day. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I knew that I had just journaled that shit. I just wrote that shit down. I was like, what the fuck? And then he just stood there and looked at me for a minute. After he asked me how my day was, he just looked at me for a minute. And I was like, okay. He was like, okay. I'm gonna get back to work. And that's what he did. I was like, God damn. That was like hella quick. It was so quick when I did it. Like, you get what I'm saying? I ain't end up getting with that dude or whatever. And there was no magic. That is not magic. That's not putting a spell on somebody. That was literally me, like high school mind, drawing hearts in my notebook, writing his name down like, oh, he gonna say something to me. Da, 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 da. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it worked. Anyways, bizarre energy is out here. You said Larry, a.k.a. Pookie, right? That's who Larry is, and Tyrone, okay? And Jaquan. Jaquan, okay, that motherfucker, okay? That's who they is, okay? Hey, you say, hey, Truth Gang, Tribe, Gang, Mods, what's up? I'm glad you're here. I'm finna come up with some type of reading special for y'all. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be like my official coming back reading special. Again, promotion. Okay, somebody wants to cause an altercation to stop this promotion from happening, but it ain't gonna happen. They're doing this out of anger. This is what Spirit said. They're doing it out of anger, okay? Messages through music. And we did have the 963 hertz seraphim music, the meditation music, okay? So there are some type of messages or downloads that you're receiving through music. And look, haven't I got like hella songs in this reading? I got hella songs downloaded when I just bust out singing, right? In this reading, right? So I've been watching from other channel pool. I'm just saying hi to everyone like I do when they see me. Gang. Okay, Spirit said you unfuckwittable. They know you are. They be scared to see you coming, okay? They trying to get all up in your business. This is what the Spirit said, okay? Yeah, they overstepped something because it's baby steps in reverse. So, like, they didn't take the proper steps. They just took a big old step, okay? And you still standing tall, well, whatever they did. Okay, you're going to be the last person standing. If it was like a group situation or a collaboration, I'm looking for my shit, okay, or a collaboration or something, at the end of the day, you're going to be the last one standing. And if it was a group collaboration, they really thought in their mind that basically there's no way you're going to win because it's all of us against you. And I know that because my ex-husband had told me that. But that's really where I'm getting that download from. They felt like it's all of us against you. So you ain't gonna make it, and you still standing tall. Every last one of these people, I've said this before too, every last one of these people will die before you die. You gonna see all of them hit the dirt before you hit the dirt because they tried to kill you, right? They didn't want you here no more. They didn't think you deserve life. They didn't do anything that was aimed towards supporting your life. And that's what the divine honors, when you do things that are aimed towards supporting life, okay? What else do we have? Shot themselves. Again, they fucked themselves in this situation, okay? The Titans. Somebody's wise. You got the Galactic Federation. You got the Elder Council. You got Spirit with you. You got the Divine If Not All with you. Like, you're a reincarnated soul or something, okay? And you're here on business. I do feel like strongly there's going to be protest. Like, okay, there's going to be outrage about a certain situation. And take it as it resonates, okay? And people are going to protest on your behalf, period, okay? Treating someone poorly because of status or structure. Like I said, people going to protest because your human rights were violated. Your human rights were violated. Spirit says stay in your creativity right now. Okay, they want you to stay creative. Okay, you're really was misunderstood, but you were misunderstood because of the lies that was told on you. Okay, we got just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. What do you say? I hear the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty of it all. I want to spend some time with you. I see the rainbow, something in my mind when I think of you sometimes. I don't know. Okay. But anyways, there's a spirit message in that song. Okay. Somebody really wanted you in a third party situation bad. Poly relationship. Okay. They done fucked up now. Okay. Spirit said that's fucked up. They done fucked up now. That's fucked up. They wanted you in a third party situation. They tried to side whore a divine masculine or a divine feminine, okay? They want you to fail. Look, this is what the oracle said. They want you to fail, but that ain't happening. Somebody could be from Baton Rouge, okay? Runner-up is in reverse. You're not no runner-up. I said that. You ain't no runner-up. You're in first place, okay? Somebody's name is Mandy or Amanda. Somebody also could be nicknamed Man-Man, okay? Snitch. Ooh, Mandy. Man-Man. Amanda, they're a snitch, okay? Okay, control tactics is out here. Somebody definitely wanted to control you, control your life. They didn't have no faith. They didn't believe God was real, but they could see through you that the divine is real. And they don't like what they see because they were sure that the divine wasn't real. As a matter of fact, the reason why they did what they did to you, whatever they did to you, okay, the reason why they did that is because they didn't think God was real. They didn't think that there was going to be any consequences for the actions that were taken against you. Okay? Okay? You wish you never met him or her. And I wish I never met her at all. Yeah. So music messages, okay? Your intentions were only pure. You wish you never met this person because they live in lies. Okay? They didn't see your value. And I said that. But you broke away. I also said that. So the oracle likes to back me up. That's what I'm talking about, okay? Whoever these people are, they're being forced to defend their actions. Like, people like, why you do that? Why you do that? Why did you treat that person like that? Why did you cheat on that person? Why did you lie on that person? Why did you lie to that person? Somebody's like, why did you do that? Okay? So I asked Sis Pam about you because TikTok was not letting me get your handle. She said she found it. Maybe it's in there. She said she found it. So she can help you get to it, but I'll post something on the community board as well, the fill-in. So this is like, again, your replacement. Okay? Somebody that was going to like walk in your light, walk in your energy after they vamped you dry. Okay? We got to download. Push yourself because no one is going to do it for you. Literally. Anger cannot make pain disappear. It only distracts you from what it is. So you need to deal with the issue, okay? And not get angry, all right? It is an emotion, and if not kept under control, it can cause psychological effects. So somebody's anger is literally fucking with their mind because, you know, you're winning. That's why they're angry, because you're winning, okay? It only furthers problems for you and and other people and your outlook on life. What you choose to do with your life accounts for 40% of your level of happiness. This includes friendships, work, and any other choices that you make. So if you repeatedly criticize someone for liking something that you don't, they will like that thing more or that person more and stop liking you. So somebody could have tried to make it like make people hate you, right? And then people ended up liking you because of this person's energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're just angry. Like, they can tell it was very like malice. New Hampshire is here. Okay, somebody's healing. And like we spoke about on this live, somebody carries the healing energy. Okay, you're the one with it. Who heals the healer? That's the age-old question. Who heals the healer? Type in the comment section. Who heals the healer? You said I messaged you, right? How you message her on YouTube? Tell me how to message people on YouTube. You said, how do you come up with the card ideas? The spirit just be talking to me and I just be writing down what they say. Whatever I hear, I just write it down. But that's how I come up with it. You say on TikTok. Oh, okay. All right, so let's see what else we got. Disagreement. Somebody want to cause a problem about your promotion. Like, we got that twice, and it was in orange at first. So now it's in green. So you notice this confirmation. Somebody doesn't agree with your promotion. But see, the thing about it is that God doesn't have to check with you. The divine doesn't have to check with you to promote me. Okay? So this is somebody like this, the King of Wands, the religious energy. But the STD, that person, this is somebody who really feels like because they went to school or they have some type of false documentation that says they are, you know, some type of teacher or priest or leader of some sort, that you don't deserve to be promoted. But see, what you got was man given. And God don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm just being honest. God doesn't give a fuck about any of your man-made certificates. You can go to college and all that shit. But when you get to those pearly gates, none of that shit fucking matters. You think God finna be like, and how many master's degrees did you get? How many master's degrees did you get? How many certifications did man certify you for? God doesn't give a fuck about none of that. Okay? And it's just that simple. Okay? Palms is itching, period. Dr. John is out here. So somebody can have a spiritual teacher. And this brings me to Mama Marie Laveau. Still coming up. So somebody can have ties to Mama Marie Laveau because she's still coming up. Okay? But Dr. John was Mama Marie Laveau's teacher. And he was also a real human as well. Just like Mama Marie Laveau was a real human, Dr. John was a real human. He was a freed slave. And he used to do his rituals in the French Quarter of New Orleans. Okay? They thought it was a game. Okay? In one ear and out the other. Again, somebody did not listen. Okay? They were very impulsive, and appalling. Now listen, remember we talked about Archangel Chathayel, right? And how Archangel Chathayel basically said that humans are disgusting. He touched me, but he was like, at first, like when I was like, touch, no, I didn't say touch me, I just was like, touch, right? And I heard him be like I've sensed the hesitation because I'm sensitive to spirits, right? He was like, what the fuck? I'm like, touch. And he's like, yeah, I don't touch humans because they're disgusting. That's what he said. Something is appalling, okay? But there could be an exception. Like you could be a diamond or a ruby amongst these humans, these human trashes, okay? It all works out in your favor. And this is a real significance for me. I don't know about you, but listen, I was at work today and I was just kind of having like a little off day or whatever because I was like 4 minutes late. I'm a perfectionist and I have OCD, and it all has to do with the trauma from my childhood, 12-12, which is stepping out of your comfort zone. It all has something to do with the trauma from my childhood, like OCD and shit like that, like my house needing to be clean and shit like that. Okay. So I don't like to be late. I was like 4 minutes late and I was freaking out. And my coworker was literally like, girl, just breathe. She was like, breathe and just repeat to yourself, it all works out for your good. It all works out in your favor. This little white girl. That's what she told me. And I was like, I got you, girl. I got woosah, you know? So this is definitely a synchronicity for me. Okay, you've seen a lot of things, so that means you hold a lot of wisdom. Okay, somebody's name is Caleb. The child is out here. And again, we was talking about children. Somebody tried to hurt you since you was a child. Okay? And I feel like this too. My situation, my personal situation, it's not just me. It's a lot of people that have experienced this, and they're in the wrong family. And it's going to come out more and more and more and more and more. But it's just that one case, you know, like my case, they trying to hold back or whatever. Because once that happens, it sets off a ripple effect in this realm of reality, and they're not going to be able to get away with human trafficking no more. I'm talking about laws. It's going to be made. And that brings me back to when I did my last reading, and I was talking about how the laws was going to start acknowledging the spiritual shit. They already do when they give you 3 life sentences. 150 years. They know you ain't finna live no 150 years. You went in there when you was 35. Even if you went in there when you was 20, they know you're not gonna live 150 years. But the reason why they're giving you that is because when you reincarnate back to this motherfucker, you're going to do something, you're going to end up back in their system, and they can control your soul again. So that's why the court systems do that. They already are acknowledging it, but just in a subtle way. So the spirit told me on the last reading, that download, that there was going to be more of that. And it's going to be like if you get caught with fucking jars. You know what I'm saying? Fucking witch jars and shit. And you get caught doing the black magic and all that other shit, then you know, you're going to get locked up for it. It's going to be physical consequences for the shit because everybody's like trying to be into it now. They're all fucked up because there's only like a certain percentage, and the percentage is small. The percentages that Chathayel gave me, which is the angel of silence, was that 1% where they will even speak to you. And then that 3% where you are an immaculate human being. and you are above the rest, and you pass every single test, and the divine is going to bless you. Those are the people that are going to see the miracles after they have went through the storm. You get what I'm saying? What's up, KMM? He said, I assume. Thanks for the clarification. When you get in here, I know when you was in here, KNM. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do it too with the cards. You get what I'm saying? If you want to like just listen, and whatever you hear is what they saying. Most people will be like asking Spirit a question, and then they'll hear in their head. So you can be like, okay, you can be like, Spirit, is the color red or blue? And I'm wearing red and blue today. Is the color red or blue? And then you hear in your mind, blue. And then the average human is going to start being like, nah, maybe it's red. Maybe it's red, but you heard clearly blue. Just like when the Spirit tell you to go left. I'm going to use that analogy because y'all know I like that. Just like when the Spirit tell you to go left, and then you go right. And then when you go right, there's a car accident, there's something happened, you end up being late for work, whatever happened. But then you have that moment of clarity when you was like, something told me to go left. You get what I'm saying? That was the Spirit talking to you. That was your higher self guiding you. If people learn to trust that more, then they'll be able to get further in life. Okay? Exile. Somebody getting kicked out, thrown away. Okay? Period. What else we got? Heart pounding fast. They know it's coming. Okay? Cardiovascular problems. So they could be, I don't know. Heart pounding fast, cardiovascular. Isn't that like your heart and shit? Your cardiovascular? You said that's your higher self. That's facts. You said, LOL, I be conflicted on what to hear, though. You can't choose what you hear. Your job is to discern what you hear. You get what I'm saying? You got to discern it. But you can't really choose what you hear. You know, I be hearing all kind of shit. But I'll be like, nope, fuck it. That thought needs to go this way. That thought needs to go this way. Okay, I'm going to store that thought in here in my heart. I'm going to store that thought in my mind. Like, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, you're struggling just to, what do you say? I'm struggling and just need to trust Spirit in my Ori. Yeah, that's all you need to do. The more you trust it, the louder it talks. The less you trust it, the more silent it gets. And you have no spiritual guidance at a certain point. When you just ignore your spiritual self, at a certain point, it'll stop talking because it's like, fuck it, it ain't no point. You lost. Game over because you're in a game. You're literally in a game. You get what I'm saying? Yep. Listen and use your discernment. Listen to the first voice. Right. That's what you need to listen to. That voice that say go right. If it say go right, go right. Don't go left. If you go left, you're going to be literally saying every single time you'll be like, something told me. Something told me that something was that voice that the Bible speaks of, which is that still small voice inside of you. That's God speaking. That's what the Bible said it was. You know, the hairstylist, somebody can do hair, but this also could be Mama Marie Laveau because y'all know Mama Marie Laveau did hair. Okay. Oh my God, the curse of Mama Marie Laveau. I cannot. This is magical shit right here. How did this even come out? And I just said the hairstyle. I didn't even look down. Y'all just seen it happen live and in action. The curse of Mama Marie Laveau. The spirits be talking to me. They be talking to me. Okay. The mirage is out here. So somebody tried to paint some type of illusion. It didn't work. Mama Marie Laveau is on somebody's ass. Somebody could be a direct descendant, bloodline of Mama Marie Laveau. And they fuck with the wrong one because she don't play about her kids. You could be 16 generations down. And Mama Marie Laveau coming for you if you fuck with one of hers. That's her great. To the power of 100th. If you fuck with them, she's coming for your ass. Okay? Mama Bridget is out here. We had the gay days. I shade Mama Bridget. I got to get them some more clothes. I got her some more clothes, but I didn't really like none of the other outfits for the other spirits that I have. I didn't like any of those outfits. So I only changed Mama Marie Laveau's clothes. But I like to make their clothes. And I ain't made them no clothes since I was in Louisiana, so I got to get me some fabrics and shit so I can change her outfit. Girl, relax. For real. Okay, so I shade to Mama Marie Laveau. We do have the spiritual mothers out here. These are spiritual mothers, and they do not play about their baby. Somebody could be a child of Oya, because another face of Mama Bridget is Oya. Mama Bridget is just Oya in the Voodoo pantheon, and Oya is just Mama Bridget in the Voodoo pantheon, right? Oya is in the Orisha pantheon, right? They're the same spirit. One God, many faces. Okay. You better get down. I'm finna put you on camera. Come here. No, come here. Since you want to be all crazy. Actually pretty, y'all. It's just on my baby. You don't like that smoke? I'll put you down. Come on. You gonna chill out? Ain't she cute, y'all? She hella cute. It's my baby. She be on my fucking nerves. But anyways, does that make sense? I appreciate the advice. It's old soul is out here. And I said somebody was reincarnated and we had Titans. So the return of the Titans. Let me type that in too, because we're going to get that before we go. Return of the Titans. Spiritual meaning. So somebody's like, why are you Googling it? Because there's somebody watching me and they're like, why are you Googling it? I'm Googling it because I don't have to download it. You can eat the meat and spit out the bones of what public knowledge or is out there, like the Egyptian scribes or the Egyptian Book of the Dead or the Bible or whatever you wanted to use to do your research. You can use those tools too. But it's also important to have a direct connection with spirit so that you can discern. Because they're going to tell you, yeah, that was man written. That ain't got shit to do with us. They're going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Titans. Spiritual meaning. Typing with one finger. Girl, if you do not get down and relax yourself, get down. All right, let me just do this real quick. Okay, the elementals. So the meaning of the Titans can be understood through various interpretations. In mythology, the Titans symbolize the elementals, the struggle for power, reflecting the complexities of life in the environment, representing deep spiritual connection. Okay, let me see. Let me read some more. All right, so what does it say? They represent deep spiritual connection, often substituting the warmth of humanity, community, or raw companionship. The Titans are seen as powerful deities who embody strength and understanding, serving as a reminder of human capabilities and limitations. Their stories teach valuable lessons for growth, emphasizing resilience and perseverance in the face of adversity. All right, let me see. These interpretations highlight the Titans as both powerful figures and symbols of deeper spiritual themes. But if they're the elementals, now I haven't studied the pantheon of the Titans, but maybe I will. I don't know. But if they're the elementals, I'm sure that there's a face of the orishas and a face of the Haitian voodoo loas and all of that shit in there too, because it's one God, many faces. Okay? But somebody is one of the Titans, one of the elementals. Okay? Somebody wants to know why something didn't work, is what I heard. Why didn't it work? They want to know why didn't this work? It didn't work because you're an ancient deity and you're reincarnated. That's why it didn't work. It's just that simple, okay? They thought you was going to be afraid, but you're not, okay? They're dissatisfied with the witch doctor that they hired, dissatisfied clients. So if they hired like a voodoo priestess or a witch doctor or some shit, they're dissatisfied with that, okay? Deliverance from the lion's den because it did not work, okay? So you literally got delivered from the lion's den, and they're upset with the practitioner out here. These people are your groupies. Food stamp fraud. They could have been getting food stamps in your name or whatever. Okay? Spin cycle. They stuck in a cycle. You're obtaining justice from this. Okay? What else do we have? They having tower moments daily. Okay? You said, yes, they grow so fast. Yes, they do. I'm like, dang. My kittens ain't even kittens no more, but they still kittens. But they ain't kittens no more. Okay? Yeah, whatever these people did, it caused a lasting effect, or it's going to cause a lasting effect. I do feel like laws are going to be changed. F2 is out here. So I don't know. Do your spiritual research with this on what this computer key does, because I don't know. All right, but you can get a spiritual message from that. All right. God Almighty is here. So something's being stopped, and it does have something to do with the lawsuit. Okay, and these people trying to steal from you, steal your energy, whatever. Okay, you finna be living your best life because you about to win this court case. These people know that there is zero probability that they will win against you. Okay, you're blessed. That's what it say. You're blessed. They know there is zero probability that they're gonna win against you. There's major changes happening behind the scenes. Okay, tomorrow could be significant, which is Sunday. Okay, yeah. Dismiss this out here. So something's going down. Okay, mental case. Maybe somebody tried to say that you had mental issues. That's going to be dismissed. Okay, that's going to be dismissed. Okay, you about to blow up, and come up. Like I said, somebody is going to be famous. Okay, you finna be famous. Mom, leave me alone. I wanna be famous. Matthew 6 and 20 fucking 6. Matthew 6 and 20 fucking 6. Didn't I say that scripture on this live? Didn't I say that scripture on this live? Off the top of my head. I said, look at the birds, for they do not sow and they do not reap. Somebody look it up and tell me if that's the right scripture. Look at the birds, for they do not sow and they do not reap, nor do they store away in barns. And yet still the divine infinite all provides for them. Are you not more important than them? When I was talking about how I enjoy paying my rent, even though, you know, most people would consider that a chore. I enjoy it because it means I ain't finna be homeless. That's the fuck that means. You get what I'm saying? So this is definitely spirit, okay? Motherfucker can't say I ain't psychic because that happened before this card even came out. So, okay? You were hated for no reason, period, point blank. And it was a reason. The reason is that you psychic as fuck. And the divine provides for you, okay? That's the reason. All right, kill the host. So whoever is in charge of this group of people, cult or whatever, spirit is literally cutting them off from the head because they didn't have any love from you, okay? Yeah. Heard it all before, Sunshine Anderson. But your lies ain't working now. Look who's hurting now. Yeah, I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. That's the tables turning. This person did you dirty. And now you're like, yeah, I'm good. Okay? Or these people did, okay? You said Sermon on the Mount. Ashe said, you all right. All right, Ashe. Linnea Verde is here. We gave Ashe to Linnea Verde, so that's also psychic as fuck, because this oracle big, okay? But yeah, the verdict is in. And Linnea Verde has come to put justice down in this situation. And justice is being put down in this situation. Gotta find my mouse. That's what's up. You don't have to even worry or struggle or nothing because something is about to be proven in the court of law. And what's about to be proven is your innocence because you ain't did nothing wrong. Okay? Out of character. Listen, whatever they said about you, that's not your character. Okay? You knew your self-worth. They were trying to gain sympathy from people, like acting like they was the victim, like you did something to them when they really did something to you. Random act of kindness. Somebody might want to do something nice for you. Okay? And have gratitude because that's how you get more. Okay? If it ain't about the money, it's a lot of music messages in this reading here. Okay? You can just miss me with it. You can just miss me with it. Okay? So somebody definitely was on some money shit. Okay? He or she is for the streets. They belong to the streets. Okay? Again, because they hated you for no reason. Okay? They head is in the sand. So whoever did what they did, they trying to hide now. Hurt people. That's why they hurt you, because they was hurt. But that's not an excuse, because you were innocent. Period. They finna pay for this. They finna pay for the hurt that they caused you. Okay? Able to detect spirits on people. And like I said, it is a rare amount of people that have a certain level of spiritual gifts. Now, it's a bunch of people that got spiritual gifts. Okay? But the one Shatael was talking about, the angel of silence, they're like at the top of the top. They're the top of the top. Y'all remember when I was telling y'all about the divine masculine and divine feminine? And I was saying that it's two major chess pieces on the board. And we all know that the earth is the chess piece. I mean, the earth is the chessboard and you are the chess piece. Your higher self is the hand that moves the chess piece. You're just the avatar, right? So it's main players to where if they move one person, then it moves the whole entire 144,000, the vibrational energy of the 144,000, right? So once one set of divine counterparts get together, once one set make that move, then the rest of them in the world will all start to match up. If they was able to knock off one of these high key players on the chessboard, which is the earth, right? Then it would affect the entire collective. You get what I'm saying? So like say your higher self was supposed to be meeting these certain key points, meeting people, changing lives, and da-da-da-da. But if the enemy can like try to stop that thing, it literally affects the collective with the 1%. The key players that are on the chessboard in this game. I'm calling it a game, but it's really like simulation. Earth. Okay. What else we got? Somebody's done investing in the situation the judgment is in. Okay. Somebody wants to have selective memories. They only want to think about the good times, but I'm getting like it really was no good times. You're free to be your true self right now. Okay, they want you to feel lost, but right now you're free to be your true self. Just be your true self. Shine your light. Okay, so you're supposed to shine your light before men. Ilagua is here. Okay, so Ashe tu Papa Lagba. And that's just this childlike form. And remember, we were talking about the childlike energy. Yeah, because it's all the same. It's all the same. Papa Legba is the elder version of the same person. You know how you walk through life and then you have your child self and then you have your young adult self and then you have your elder self. You know what I'm saying? That's what Papa Legba is. Ilegua is the childlike form of Papa Legba. And then Metcalfu would be his younger, angry, hostile 20s and 30s. You get what I'm saying? Of his life. And then he would become Legba as he aged and progressed and gained that wisdom and shit. You get what I'm saying? All right, somebody have a passion for the people, and this is why another reason why you can't be touched, or you can't be sacrificed, okay? And why you're able to break free, okay? I feel like I have a passion for the people because I feel like it's just in my soul contract, but I really don't like people. Sorry. Because as y'all can see, people are fucked up, and they're not shit. You get what I'm saying? They fucked up and they ain't shit. But the divine puts it on my heart for the chosen people. I have a heart for the chosen people. For the ones who are going to get these messages and they're going to read this matrix and they're going to make it out okay. Their soul is going to evolve. They will never have to come back to this earth plane again. Those real humans with the real souls, I give a fuck about them, but everybody else is just NPCs. They're just here for background characters in this video game. If you get what I'm saying. Okay. Blocked heart chakra. Okay, yeah. These people aren't really humans or something. Because once your heart chakra becomes blocked off or closed, you no longer are a human. You're no longer a human. Okay? Once you don't have a heart, you can't feel emotions. You don't care about hurting nobody. You don't have any compassion. You don't have any empathy. You don't have any sympathy. You are no longer a human. You've lost that part of you that allows you to feel others' pain and experience what they have been through or put yourself in their shoes. You get what I'm saying? Because life or whatever, however you got there. You get what I'm saying? Somebody definitely overreacted. So, like, whatever they did to you was uncalled for. That's not surprising. Whatever they did to you, they didn't have to do. Or it was unnecessary. Or they could have done something that wasn't as dramatic. You get what I'm saying? I feel like these people didn't have a reason to fuck with you anyways. They didn't have a reason to fuck with you at all. But what I do to people, because I make sure that they have a reason, you know, that I have a reason to do what I'm doing to them, so they got to fuck with me. But what I do to them is I'm going to start off small. I'll start off with like a freezer spell. It's harmless. I just want you to stop what you're doing. I don't ever start off with a death spell. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm finna kill you, motherfucker. No, I don't ever start off like that. And that's the way you're supposed to move if you are a good spiritualist. You want to warn them. You want to give the warnings. And then you can, spirit, look back. You'll be in the law of innocence. Like, okay, spirit, I tried to, like, handle this very peacefully in the spirit realm. Even if you used voodoo, your spiritual practice, whatever it is, you started off small. Like, I ain't putting you in no journal. I'm just going to freeze you. I'm doing shut the fuck up spell, so you leave me the fuck alone. And if that don't work, then you step it up a notch. And if that don't work, then you step it up a notch. And if that don't work, then you step it up a notch. That's how it's supposed to go. Because you want to be white as snow, like Shatayel. You want to be blameless. And you also want to have that grace. Like, you want to have the characteristics of the divine, right? You want to have the grace that the divine gives. You don't want to just go straight to, I'm going to hurt or harm this person or destroy their life. You don't want to do that. Okay? Because when it comes to you and the divine infinite all, you want the divine infinite all to have mercy on you, right? So you're going to give that person the same amount of mercy that you would expect for yourself until they continue to cross that line. And then you're like, okay, motherfucker. Then it becomes self-defense. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, what else do we have? You have a lot of good opportunities and, you know, things coming your way, and you should take these opportunities. You don't need to be afraid. You need to take what the Spirit has given to you. Of course, always discern. Somebody needs to know that you need to divine for everything that you do. If it's going to be a relationship, if it's going to be a business opportunity, if it's even going to be a friendship, you need to be, if you get a pendulum or something, you need to be like, divine, can me and this person be friends? This is a really good, easy way to find out, because it's going to be a yes or a no if you don't need all the explanation. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you need all the explanation, then you can go into the cards and stuff like that. But for me, if Spirit just say no, it's a no. I don't need to know why. I just ain't going down that path, because Spirit say no. If Spirit say yes, it's a yes. No matter what it is in your life, you need to be using the power that is given to you. If you can communicate with the Spirit, communicate with the Spirit. Okay? Spirit said, don't worry about no money. Okay, what else do we have? Write the vision and make it plain. Didn't I say something about somebody writing? I don't know how I do it. I just do it. Okay? I don't know how I do it. I just do it. I be hearing him. Okay? Write the vision and make it plain. Somebody needs to write, whether it's music, poetry, screenplays, books, whatever it is, you need to write. It's going to really happen. You can literally change your reality by writing. Okay? Somebody was disrespectful, or maybe the divine feels disrespected. Okay? Oh, and somebody gonna end up in the hospital because the divine is not playing. Okay? Unexpected demise. They're gonna die. All right? This is what the Spirit is saying. They disrespected one of the chosen ones. They're gonna end up in this hospital, and then they're gonna unexpectedly demise. They're gonna cross over. Okay, for spreading misleading information, for lying on your name. Y'all don't understand how detrimental it is for you to fuck with the chosen one. And I'm going to tell you who the chosen one going to be. It's going to be the person that you think you can bully. It's the person that you think you can get over on. It's the person that you think you can hurt, that you can lie to. It's that person that's going to be the chosen one. The person that you discount, that you throw away, that's the one. That's the one. And the divine ain't finna play with you. Okay? Period. What else do we have? We got mums. I don't want to read this because it's long, but anyways. So this is a spirit plant, a spirit flower. Mums, the chrysanthemum. This is the queen of the fall flowers. Joy, life, friendship, rebirth, longevity, fidelity, optimism, resilience, and sudden environment changes. In the Chinese culture, it represents celebration, yang energy, good fortune, and vibrance. In Belgium and Austria and in France, it represents funerals, unexpected demise. Okay? Memorials and the celebration of life. Grief and mourning. This is a funeral. Okay? Somebody's literally dying in this group of people that hurt you and try to vamp your energy. But they're only dying because all their magic backfired and because you broke the spell. Okay? In Great Britain, it represents happiness and positivity. The colors have their own different meanings. So the white chrysanthemum represents honesty and loyalty and purity. The yellow one represents friendship, passion, and enduring love. Pink represents longevity and endurance. Violet represents a convey of well wishes. And green represents vibrancy and vitality. And those are chrysanthemums. 909. We already had that spiritual number. That was the last video, so we ain't gonna do that again because we got quite a few. And a landfill is here, so I feel like Spirit is literally throwing somebody away because they threw you away. We have the fox out here, so that's a spirit animal. The fox is a symbol of cleverness, independence, playfulness, mischievousness, beauty, and protection. Good luck, okay? Quiet observation, listening, and patience, and calculated risk-taking, okay? So again, somebody's moves is very calculated, and that's what I was telling y'all about using y'all pendulum or whatever it is. Hold on, it's a truck. using your pendulum or whatever it is to communicate with spirit before you make any decisions. I don't care how small it is. Okay, not like what I'm going to eat today. Unless you have problems regulating your diet, then your spirit will definitely help you. Okay, should I eat watermelon or should I eat fried chicken? Use your pendulum, whatever they say. And they might tell you to get you some fried chicken because the spirit does reward us. You know what I'm saying? However it is, you know. You say you on point, sis. You said pen to paper. Okay. You said the one you think you can manipulate, use, and get over on. That's facts. You said be kind in the likeness of strangers. You could be entertaining angels unaware. And we was talking about how all shapeshifters ain't bad, y'all. They not. So be careful. Because they're not all bad. Some of them are God in disguise. They're the divine if they're all in disguise. Okay? So what else do we have with the fox energy? It represents mastermind energy, mystery, transformation, intelligence, okay, tactical thinking, prosperity, adaptability. The fox reminds you that it is time to face reality and adapt to the changes around you and move silently. Okay? Be cautious and thoughtful in your dealings with others. Essence of pure magic. You are the essence of pure magic. I say it like somebody could speak it, you could write it, something is going to go down. Okay, pay attention to the relationships in your life. That's what Spirit said. Pay attention to the relationships in your life. It's important to be careful who you associate with. Don't dismiss the signs and the dangers, okay? Because they're lurking in the shadows and they're warning you. That's what Spirit said, okay? Don't dismiss the signs and the signals because they are lurking in the shadows. And the Spirit is warning you to proceed with caution. Okay, never underestimate the strength of a cunning fox. Somebody estimated your strength, underestimated your strength. Okay, somebody's name is Aaron. Okay, grounded. So somebody can be grounded, rooted. Okay, and these people are messy and full of drama. 1212 is out here. You don't got time for that. You can see beyond the veil. You experience spirit, period, point blank. You have a connection. It is not about religion. It is about relationship. How do you talk to the spirits and shit like that? You have to develop a relationship. You can read every book known to mankind. I'm here to tell you. You can read every book known to mankind and still not have a relationship with the divine. And there is no way that you can have a relationship with the divine if you do not have a relationship with the Christ within you, which is the real Christ, which is your Ori, which is you. It's you. Okay? Not the Christ in the sky. You're not looking for the third coming of Christ for you to be saved and be caught up in all that other stuff. You're going to save yourself because you are Christ. Because the Bible said that you would do greater works than him that led, and he raised the dead. So what the hell else could you possibly do that's greater than that? And the Bible said you would. So get to doing. Okay? Spiritual Karens, again, hating on your spiritual growth. Spiritual Karens, okay? The joke's on them, period, okay? They're under an illusion. The mirage, they try to cast illusions about you, and they're stuck in this illusion, okay? Created alibis out here, so they tried to, like I said, all of us against you. Everybody gonna say the same thing, y'all. This is what we gonna say, and they were hoping that was gonna work, and they did that because they felt threatened by you. They feel threatened by you. Just because you're you. Just because you're being you. Just because you're chosen. You ain't did nothing, you just existing. And they're threatened. Okay, hashtag, yep. You said the kingdom of heaven is within. That's correct. The center point. The kingdom of heaven is at the center point within you. Okay, it's a vibration that you're going to experience in this lifetime. You have to. You have to. Because if you cross over and you ain't in that energy, you ain't going to heaven. You have to be in the vibration that you need to be in to go where you're trying to go. But we're not talking about a biblical heaven because we already know. We talked about this several times, tribe. The biblical heaven is another spiritual trap. It's another spiritual trap. And I can prove it to you. You don't want to sit in church for fucking 3 hours. You don't want the church service to go over 3 hours. That church service is going on for all of eternity. And there ain't no breaks. Okay? You don't want to hear the preacher preaching for 3 hours on a Sunday. You want to spend all of eternity like that on a pew, worshiping when you are Christ, and you can create whatever reality that you so desire? Okay, it's a movie that shows you that. What movie was that with Robin Williams, y'all? What Dreams May Come. What Dreams May Come. It's a movie with Robin Williams and how they died in certain vibrations, and that's where they started their next life at, in that low vibration. Their kids ended up dying like in a car accident, and one daughter was like in the fairyland. Okay, the wife committed suicide. Okay, my battery gonna go dead. The wife committed suicide, y'all, and she was like in the underworld in some place where couldn't no other spirit get to her because she closed herself off from every other help that she could ever get. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, what dreams may come. Okay, feeling shame. So they feel ashamed about what they did. They feel ashamed because you got good luck. Girl, hush. That's confirmation. They do feel ashamed. Okay. You're very emotionally sound and mentally strong. And again, like I said, it's going to be some case dismissed on your mental illness. They're going to throw that shit right the fuck on out. Okay? Period. December 7th is here, so that could be significant. Again, these people can't take the pain that they put you through. Okay? You're very unique. That 1%, that 3%. Somebody belonging to the 1% or the 3%. Because the spirit was talking about that they fucking with concerning humanity, which means everybody else is trash. I'm sorry. Not really. Because this is coming from the divine infinite also. When they destroy this motherfucker, that means everybody else going to be burnt up in the fire. But you will be made as pure gold, the refiner's fire. You already have been made as pure gold because these people put you through hell and you went through that fire and you came out shining. Let your light shine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, hold on. I think my daughter here. Girl, you better get your butt down. You outside?
Huh?
You outside?
No, I didn't mean to.
Okay, don't say nothing because I'm on live. I'm like, don't say nothing. You ain't mean to call me? All right, bye. Okay, the relationship therapist is out here. I feel like somebody feel like they can fix this. Okay, abort mission. It ain't gonna work. Okay, period. No good memories with this person, so there's nothing they can do to fix this. Okay, written in the stars. Again, something about writing and then you being a star that came out several times. Okay, so something is written in the stars. Okay, assertive energies. So your spirits are being very assertive to bring you justice. Okay, trail of blood. That's what these people have left. Okay. Electrically charged matter. So again, somebody is connected with the cosmos, or you're an ethereal being, okay, and you're magnetic at this point in time, and justice is being drawn to you. Okay, it's being drawn to you. December 7th is your birthday. Okay, this might be your message. Okay, make sure you go back and rewind from the beginning so that you can pick up any other signs that the spirit may give. So let's look at these spirit numbers that we got. Let me close out some of these windows. All right, so we got spirit number 33. My cat is in this window. Girl, what? You good? Girl, it's gonna be okay. She just want attention. She very spoiled, y'all. She love to be like right here. Like, she don't like you to put her down or nothing. You could be trying to get dressed. She gonna be rubbing on your leg. Like, girl, relax. Okay, anyways, the number 33 is a powerful master number in numerology, symbolizing spiritual growth, compassion, and enlightenment, often associated with Christ consciousness. The God is in you, okay? And enlightenment, often associated with, okay, Christ consciousness and higher spiritual awareness. The number 33 is considered a master number in numerology, representing the highest level of spiritual attainments. Somebody's there, okay? And the highest level of spiritual understanding, and embodies universal compassion, selflessness, and spiritual awareness. Now, didn't I say, if you want to connect with the spirits like I connect with the spirits, you have to have compassion. You have to. You have to give a fuck about the next person. You can't just go out here hurting people. Spirit is not going to rock with that. I mean, you might get some demons to rock with that shit. And I say that like loosely, like negative, low vibrating energies. You might get some demons to rock with that shit, but you're not going to get any high vibrational entities or, you know, beings to fuck with you. You're not. Okay. So, yeah, that's it for that. Let's go to 55. Spiritual number 55. What is this? The number 55 symbolizes significant change, personal growth, divine guidance, urging you to embrace new beginnings and let go of the past. The divine guidance is that voice that's going to tell you to go left and not right. Okay? Girl, what are you doing? She is like pushing up on my arm. You want me on camera? Look, say hi. Say hi. No, you don't want to say hi. Say hi, it's your baby. No, you fussy. You fussy, baby. You fussy, baby. Okay. Come on. Don't get in my bed. Okay, you be all right. We said 919. We don't get that too. All right. So you got to let go of the past, following the divine guidance, which is your inner voice, which is the Christ in you, which is that still small voice. It represents change and transformation. The number 55 is associated with major life changes and transitions. It serves as a reminder from the universe or your guardian angels that you are entering into a period of transformation, encouraging you to embrace all of your new experiences and opportunities. And we had new opportunities and experiences are coming for you. So embrace those things and do not be afraid. Okay, with the divine guidance, it's frequently indicating that your guardian angels are trying to communicate with you. They want you to know that they are supporting you through these changes and guiding you towards your higher purpose. Let go of the past. Okay, that appearance of 55 often suggests that it's time to release old habits, relationships, or situations that no longer serve you. This letting go is essential for personal growth and making room for the new beginnings. Okay, we have opportunities for growth. The number 55 signifies that exciting opportunities are on the horizon. It encourages you to be open to these possibilities and step out of your comfort zone to fully embrace the changes that are coming your way. Spiritual awakening. In spiritual context, 55 indicates a period of awakening or heightened spiritual awareness, and encourages you to explore new spiritual practices and remain open to the divine energy surrounding you. So basically, they're talking about don't be putting the divine in no box. Okay? You'll never experience a miracle if somewhere in the back of your mind you believe that that's not possible or God don't move that way. Because it's the divine. It can move whatever way it wants to. It can show up in whatever form it want to show up in. It can use whatever, whoever, and however it want to. Okay? Period. Because it's the divine. It's all. So somebody needs to open up their mind, okay? Let's go to spirit number 111. We know that means like manifestation, but the spiritual meaning of 111 encompasses several key interpretations. Awakening, so that's the second thing about awakening, and manifestation. Seeing 111 is often considered an angel message urging you to awaken your inner power and consciously create your own reality, okay? New beginnings. We got more energy about new beginnings. Okay, it symbolizes new beginnings, ambition, independence, serving as a reminder to trust and have faith in the divine. Guidance and connection. And we have more energy about guidance. Y'all have to, in order to get the guidance, you have to listen. That's really key. Okay, that is key. I feel like I missed the call. Okay, never mind. But anyways, that's really key. All right, so listen to your ancestors so that you can get the guidance. Listen to your higher self so that you can get the guidance. Love and relationships, I feel like that's the energy of your divine counterpart. Maybe going through the same spiritual awakening that you're going through right now, experiencing the same things, even if you're not together. And then it also represents your intuition, okay? This means that 111 means that you need to pay attention to your thoughts and your feelings and that you're manifesting currently in reality. So whenever you see the 111, no matter what is on, that means whatever you are currently working on is manifesting in that moment, okay? So let's go to spirit number 1101. Let's see. 1101 means your guardian angels are trying to communicate with you. So again, somebody needs to listen. It can come in many forms. Some people can hear, some people can see, some people get dreams, some people get waking visions, like premonitions or whatever. It can come in many different forms. There's even a Bible scripture on that too, where it says, I've given some of you guys the gift of prophecy, the gift of evangelism, the gift of dreams. Like the Bible literally breaks down all the different spiritual gifts that you could possibly have. And those in that 1% or in that 3%, they have multiple of the high level spiritual gifts. Everybody got some form of a spiritual gift. Some people have none. They're NPC. If you have none, you're NPC. You're just a background character in this video game. If you got one spiritual gift, you know, most people usually have 2 or 3. But if you're a high level 1%, 3%er, that the spirit is talking about, you more than likely have access to all of them, all of the spiritual gifts. You can do remote viewing, you can do mediumship, you have psychic abilities, you have all the clairs, you know, you have dreams, however spirit want to communicate with you, can see them, you can talk to them. That's like a high level type of spiritual person, okay? So this is what this means. Your angels are trying to communicate with you. They're giving you little subtle messages by repeating the patterns. Maybe that's why we have repeating energy. So you need to read the matrix, and that is how you read the matrix. You'll see 111 here, 111 there, 222. Or if you keep seeing a blue car, if you keep seeing the red car, if you keep seeing this, if you keep seeing that, you need to figure out what that means spiritually, because the spirits are sending you subtle messages to let you know what's up. All right, so let's do 919. Let's do 919 right quick, and then we're gonna close out with that because we've been here 140. Girl, if you don't get off that table, get off that table. Don't be meowing at me. You finna get some attention. I'm about to close this live. All right, so spirit number 919, spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening, okay. A call to your higher self, your higher consciousness. Okay, a journey filled with growth and self-realization. New beginnings, okay, positive change, close of existing experiences and embracing new experiences. Answered prayers, okay. So your prayers are being answered. And you need to do something nice for others in return. Like you're about to receive some type of blessing. So you need to be out here in positive energy, blessing other people, no matter what. Because your ships are coming in. You're about to receive your divine cup. Your cup is about to run over, okay? Twin flame connection. Your soulmate's coming in. So you're getting all these blessings, this 10 of Pentacles, all this love, okay? End of difficult times. And we end in the reading with this, okay? 919. End of difficult times. The number signifies the end of a challenging period and the beginning of a phase filled with positive energy and growth, okay? These interpretations highlight the transformative and supportive nature of the angel number 919. If this is your message, type, that's me. Hashtag, that's me. Because I know that's me. Okay? Period. Let me see what you say. So I woke up and gave my gratitude and my spiritual team and said boldly, as the day, what does that say, as the day? Isolation. I've been out of the way. No calls, no shows, D&D. Even watching your favorite channels. You said I asked to come if you came. Aw, I'm here, girl. You said I will play this in solitude and take my spiritual notes. Yeah, my cat is right here. Like, she's right here in my lap. Underneath this table. Like, girl, you need to relax. You said hashtag 919, hashtag that's me. I know that's right. Hashtag that's me. Because the difficult times are over. You're about to get justice, judgment in order. That's what's coming through for you. And all of your haters and naysayers are going to pay the ultimate price. The ultimate price. He said, I am. Hashtag, and that's me. Okay, I love you guys so much. I've been on here for 1 hour and 42 minutes. And I'm going to get up off of here so I can go pay my rent. Hashtag, that's me. I'm going to do a reading special. I think I want to discount my hour sessions so I can, like, get you guys in and, like, have, like, hour sessions with you guys. But the price is not changing. It will be a special, okay? But the price will change for the special. I don't know. I'm probably going to do, like, hour sessions for half price or something like that for you guys. And I'll probably do it all month if you guys want to book your readings. And we'll do the whole spew. We'll get your future energy, your present energy, whatever you want. Messages from your spirits. You said, yeah, I feel no pressure at all. It's perfect peace I am in. I know that's right. I know that's right. That's what I'm doing. Perfect peace and just staying positive. Somebody needs to keep repeating to themselves that everything works for my good, no matter what the situation looks like. And somebody also needs to remember that the unseen is greater than what you see with your eyes. Okay, so it don't matter what's going on in this three-dimensional realm. You need to know that you know that you know that your ancestors, your angels, and guides are bringing in justice for you. Your divine counterpart is on the way, and so is your money. Okay, and you're highly protected. You need to know that. You said, do I have any rituals planned? Not currently. If I did a ritual right now, it's going to be a justice ritual. Straight the fuck up. But I've been trying to like keep my hands off because the divine said they got what they got. I can do a money ritual, but I don't really need money. You know what I'm saying? We can do one. If y'all need some money, we can definitely do it. Who don't need no money? I ain't gonna say I don't need no money, but I'm just saying like everybody could use some more money. But I felt like if I was gonna do anything, girl, get out my lap. What do you want? You want your money? You want your money? You want your money? You want your money? Okay, girl. Mommy got you. You gonna be all right. Oh, come on, baby. Girl, don't be scratching me with them big old dragon claws. He said, yeah, the justice ritual is here universally. The divine karma is here now. He said, she's so precious. Girl, not at 3 o'clock in the morning. You trying to sleep. She is cute, though. She cute. And she be in my nerves, like I said. But anyways, let me get up out of here, y'all. Let me go pay my rent. And if I put something together, I'll see what it is. What kind of ritual y'all want? And I'll check with the spirit and see if we can do one. The only thing that I can think of now will be like prosperity, healing, protection. We can do love, but I don't feel like that's necessary. I don't do love spells on people. I'm just saying that for people. I don't do that. Like, I ain't finna make nobody love you. If they love you, they love you. If they don't, then you gotta find somebody who do. But we could do something to bring in, but we don't need to, because according to the oracle, the love's already coming in. Your divine counterpart is already coming in. They're already on the way. So we don't need to do that. We just need to, like, be patient. You know? So I'm not on a love train, self-love maybe. That don't mean the divine don't got a counterpart for you, because you're gonna, you know, on another wavelength. You deserve love. And just because you may have had bad experiences, that's one thing that I've always held on to. I've had horrible experiences, enough to make me never to want to date again. My first husband was a killer, and my second husband was a killer disguised as a preacher. You get what I'm saying? Both was killers. So I've had things that make me not want to love, period, or ever even give a second thought to love. But I know that I have a divine counterpart, and I know that I deserve it, so I'm going to get it. And that's just that. And I'm not going to hold anything from my past against this person because they didn't do it. I'm going to be happy because I deserve it. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm never even going to have a second thought about the motherfuckers that did me wrong or any of that. Never. You know? And that's self-love too. Allowing yourself, because if you don't love again, they win. They want you to be just like them. Heart code, heart chakra blocked. They want you to be just like them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's how you are, but I'm saying that's what they want. Or scared to love or afraid to open up your heart. They want you like that because that's how they are. But you got the healing energy, so you can heal yourself. You said money or healing. Okay, I'll talk to the divine and see what they say. If we can get a portal open or something, do a little something. You say, yes, I didn't want to close my heart from 3 wise warlocks in my path, but I wanted to be healed and whole first. Sometimes the divine will send you somebody in after you've done a certain amount of healing work. Ow! Girl, she climbing on my leg, y'all. Okay, after you've done a certain amount of healing, and then y'all will come together and y'all will heal each other the rest of the way. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be 100% healed, because they'll send your other half and then they complete you, you know? And you'll be okay. And you guys will heal each other through sex, because that's how that works. That's why you can't abuse that energy. But that's how you guys will heal each other. And so I agree, because that's definitely what they wanted. Right. So keep your heart open for y'all love opportunities and stuff like that. Just divine, and make sure you get a spiritual test, a background check, and a STD check, and you'll be all right. Just divine. Use your discernment. Follow your inner voice. If you're something telling you no, then no. Period. You know? If something's telling you no, then no. Just follow your inner voice. But you do deserve love. You know? Ow, girl. What is wrong with you? Crazy? You want to be on camera? You just want to be in my lab. This is what I'm talking about. At 3 a.m. This ain't cute. At 3 in the morning, she like, hold me, snuggle me, I need you. Are you emotionally? I don't think this cat is emotionally stable, emotionally balanced, because they need so much emotional reassurance. This is supposed to be my emotional support pet, but I have to emotionally support her. So I think that you got your job description messed up. This is my emotional support pet so that I can be okay from being kidnapped and shit. And she needs my emotional support. It's okay, your baby. I love you. I do. I love you, girl. Yeah, I love you. Are you feeling okay inside? Do you feel loved? Do you feel, I want you to feel loved, okay? You said always playtime. Yeah, this cat, I don't think it's play. She just like, she's sensitive. Like, this cat is very sensitive. Here go my baby. All right, y'all, let me get up out of here. I think my baby at home. All right, I love y'all. Truth gang, 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 gang. I'm out. Hit me up for y'all readings. I'm going to let y'all know what's up with the spiritual reading discount. And then I'm also going to let y'all know what's up with the group pot. All right, bye. Hello, child. Hold on. Don't say nothing crazy because I'm trying to log off my live.